Hello my dear students, today I am going to discuss some chemical properties of alkenes. Chemical properties of alkenes. As you know that alkenes, the general structure of alkenes are CH double bond CHR. Okay, so in this alkene, the reactivity of alkene is due to this bond. This bond is called as the pi bonds, and the one is called as the sigma bond. Okay, so see, pi bonds are weaker bonds. Due to that reason, they will show the reactivity. Okay, we will see the first property, chemical property. Ethylene react with hydrogen. It will react with hydrogen in presence of nickel catalyst, or instead of nickel you can take palladium or platinum catalyst. To form, you will get alkenes. So this reaction, this is called as hydrogenation reaction. This is called as the hydrogenation. What is hydrogenation? Addition of hydrogen in presence of the catalyst nickel, palladium or platinum to form alkenes. So conversion of alkene into alkenes, the process by using hydrogen, that the process what is called as hydrogenation. We see the reaction when ethylene. What is the structure of ethylene? CH2 double bond CH2. In ethylene, if I add hydrogen and in presence of, it may be nickel catalyst or palladium catalyst, or I will take platinum. Platinum, it is very costly. Okay, so generally they are going to use nickel catalyst. Okay, so what happened here? This one, it contains one sigma bond and one is pi bond. Pi bond is broken and these two hydrogen atoms, they are inserted. So addition of hydrogen to the alkenes, the process what is called as hydrogenation. You will get the structure. See, one hydrogen goes to this carbon atom, another hydrogen goes to this carbon atom. So you get the structure, that is CH3 CH3. This is called as ethene. So conversion of ethene, or it is called as ethylene to ethane, but by the using hydrogen, and the process what is called as hydrogenation. Okay, now let us see second reaction. Ethylene react with bromine in CCl4. CCl4, it is a catalyst to form ethylene dibromide, and red color of bromine is disappear. As you know that the bromine which is color red. Okay, so this test which is used to identify whether the given organic compound is saturated compound or unsaturated compound. What do you mean unsaturation? The compound which contains multiple bonds. Okay, so this test it is used to indicate whether the compound which contains saturated or unsaturated, it contains double bonds or single bonds. So this test it is used for alkenes and alkynes. So what happens? See the reaction when ethylene CH2 double bond CH2. In the ethylene, if I add bromine in presence of the catalyst, that is a CCl4 is the solvent. What happened? One bromine goes to this carbon atom, this sigma bond, pi bond is broken. One bromine goes to this carbon atom, another bromine goes to this carbon atom. You will get the structure CH2Br, CH2Br. Okay, so generally it is a red in color. When it react with ethene, the color of this red, it becomes disappear, and it indicates that this reaction is used as the test for unsaturation. Remember. Okay, so what is the IUPAC name of this compound? See, 1 2 carbon atoms are there. First carbon of bromine is there, second carbon also bromine is there. So 1, 2 di-bromo. So parent chain, that is ethane. So in computer class, how will you convert ethene to 1,2-diabromoethane by the meaning of bromination. Okay, so let's next reaction, ethylene react with chlorine. So here you are taken bromine, here you are taken chlorine. Same reaction. See, CH2 double bond CH2. This is called as ethene. So this will undergo chlorination process, Cl2. You will get the structures CH, you can say ethylene dibromide. Here is ethylene dibromide, here is ethylene dichloride. CH2, here is Cl, here is Cl. What is the name of this compound? 1,2 dichloroethane. Okay, so next is the reaction. Ethylene reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, so this is called as the concentrated sulfuric acid to form ethyl hydrogen sulfate. It's very important reaction. See the reaction when ethylene CH2 double bond CH2 react with concentrated H2SO4, you will get the structure. So what happens? This will dissociate into H plus and HSO4 minus. So this it contains one pi bonds. This pi bond is broken. You will get the structure. One hydrogen goes to here. You will get CH3 here, and remain negative part will attack on here. So you will get CH2HSO4. This is called as ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Okay. So one more interesting fact is there. When ethylene react with aqueous sulfuric acid, you will get the different product. Okay. Here you are getting a ethyl hydrogen sulfate, but if ethylene react with aqueous sulfuric acid, you will get alcohol. Remember. Okay, so the reaction CH2 double bond CH2 ethene. In this, so what happen? H2O, aqueous in sense H2O, H2SO4 will attack the catalyst. You will get a structure that is CH3 CH2OH. This is called as ethyl alcohol. Remember. Okay, so it's very important fact you have to remember. Okay, now see the next reaction. Fifth one, ethylene react with hypochlorous acid, that is HOCl, is called as hypochlorous acid. When it react with hypochlorous acid to form ethylene chlorohydrin. Okay, so we'll see that is a common name. We'll discuss the IUPAC name. Okay, so take ethylene CH2 double bond CH2 plus, in that if you add HOCl, okay, that is called as a hypochlorous acid. You will get the structure. This again same one. It contains one is OH minus and Cl minus. OH and Cl minus. You will get the structure. What? See, CH2Cl and CH2OH. This compound is called as ethylene chlorohydrin. Okay. So what is the IUPAC name? So give the numbering. First select the parent chain, which contains maximum number of carbon atom 1 and 2. At second position, chlorine group is there. So 2 chloro, total number of carbon atom 2, eth, AN, ON for alcoholic group. Okay. So next see, ethylene react with cold and alkaline KMnO4 solution. This is called as Bayer's reagent. It's very, very important. Remember. Okay. So in exam they will ask what is Bayer reagent. It is a cold alkaline KMnO4 solution is called as Bayer's reagent to form ethylene glycol. Okay, so ethylene glycol, and this reaction in this case what happen? So that KMnO4, it is a pink color. Okay, when KMnO4 react with ethylene, that pink color is disappear. Okay, so it indicates this test it is used for unsaturation, whether the compound contains a single multiple bonds. You have to identify. Okay, so this reaction is used as a test for unsaturation. Now we will see the reaction. Okay, so we will take the ethylene CH2 double bond CH2. In this aqueous solid, that is H2 is there. Okay, so nascent oxygen. What is nascent oxygen? It is a reactive. It is very reactive. Okay, nascent action. It will come from alkaline solution of KMnO4. Remember. Okay, so alkaline KMnO4 solution, from that it will liberate reactive oxygen, and that reactive oxygen along with water it forms this bond is broken, and you will get the structure that is called ethylene glycol. Okay, see, this is ethylene. You will get the product glycol. Okay, see the reaction. You will get the structure CH2 single bond CH2, here is OH, here is OH. Okay, so this is the structure for ethylene glycol. So what happened, it just split, oxygen is there, here is oxygen, hydrogen 2 are there, OH, OH, one OH goes to here, one OH goes to here. Okay, so generally this is nothing but the oxidation reaction, addition of oxygen to this compound, to the alkene. So this is called ethene. Okay, oxidation reactions. So that is nothing but the Bayer's reagent. So what is the IUPAC name of this compound? See, 1, 2. So I will write the IUPAC name. Okay, so both have the same priority groups. Okay, then you have to take that function group in the secondary suffix. Okay, so see, first we have to select the parent chain which contains maximum number of carbon atoms, 1, 2, eth, single bonds are there, AN. In this case you have to use E. Okay, so 1 on 2 di-OL. Okay, so remember that you have to use in every time you are remaining E, you are to replacing E, but in this case what happens, this is not the consonant, so what you call it is E remains as usual, and 1, 2 diol. So ethane 1, 2 diol, commonly called as ethylene glycol. Okay, so if it is vowels is there, AEIOU, then you have to replace E, otherwise no need to replace E, remember. Okay, so next one, ethylene is polymerized. What is polymerization? When monomers they are combined to form a dimer, trimer, like that you will get the polymer. Okay, so at high temperature and high pressure in presence of air or oxygen, to form the structure that is polyethylene, or you can commonly call as polyethene or polythene or polythene, remember. Okay, see the reaction, ethylene, take the ethylene, CH2 double bond CH2, if you take n number of molecules, okay, air, just write air, it contains oxygen. Okay, at high temperature and pressure, you will get to this single double bond is broken to form a structure, partial structure, CH2 single bond CH2, and this is called as polyethene. So that is plastic, generally you are using polyethene. Okay, so these are some chemical properties of alkenes.